You want to get into Hasbro's Beyblade X and you've allocated $100 to get into the game? Well, hello my money mangoes! It's your Canadian Beyblade boy here, ZB, and welcome to my Beyblade X $100 starter guide. In this video, I will be showing you the best way that you can spend your first $100 on Beyblade X. What you want to get out of your $100 is a stadium, launcher, and a complete, competent 3 Beyblade deck with no repeating parts. Now, I understand, depending on where you live, Beyblades are priced differently. However, at the end of the day, a booster pack is the cheapest Beyblade X product, and the Xstreme Battle Set is the most expensive Beyblade X product. So just use this video as a guide for inspiration on how to best use your money for Beyblade X. First things first, you're gonna need to get the Xstreme Battle Set. This will take most of our budget, being around $60. The most important piece here is the stadium. If you want to get into Hasbro's Beyblade X, this stadium is needed. As of right now, the biggest difference in tournament play between Hasbro and Takara Tomy are the stadiums. So if you don't have this Hasbro stadium, then you aren't really playing Hasbro's Beyblade X to its fullest. Now, I understand that losing most of our budget to a stadium can be a bit of a downer. However, you do get some really great parts that will benefit you in your Beyblade X journey. First is the Dagger Dran blade, which is one of the better attack-type blades you can get in Beyblade X. With 6 blades, Dagger Dran goes for a barrage style of attack rather than one-and-done big hits. This also gives Dagger Dran a bit more stamina compared to other attack-type blades. Nevertheless, getting Dagger Dran as your first attack type is a solid choice. Well, not that you have any choice since you need to get this set for the stadium, but I digress. Next, let's take a look at the Ratchets we get in this set. First being the 460 Ratchet. As you are just getting started with Beyblade X, it's better to stay with the lower 60 height Ratchets, since lower heights protect your Beyblades from having the opponent get under your blade and knocking you away with an upper attack or bursting you. Now, this isn't to say the taller 80 height Ratchets are worse, it's just that it adds an additional thing you have to think about in matchups that you don't necessarily think about when you're using a 60 height Ratchet. As for the 460 Ratchet, it is nice and low. While a lot of Beyblades prefer different-sided Ratchets, 460 is still decent to start off with. The second Ratchet we get in this set is 360. Now, this is the Ratchet many Beyblades prefer over the 460 Ratchet. The 460 Ratchet tends to burst more often compared to some of the other different-sided 60 height Ratchets. 360 is a safe bet for most Beyblades, and it's great that we get it in this set. Now for the bits. First, the Rush Bit. The Rush Bit is the best attack bit when it comes to extreme dashes. As a result, this bit is arguably the best attack bit in the game, and it's great that we get it in this set. And finally, the last useful part in this set is the Taper Bit. This is also an attack-oriented bit that sacrifices some aggression for a bit more stamina. Now, this set does come with another blade, that being Tusk Mammoth. And while you can probably get it to work, it is going to be a bit difficult, and as you're just starting, if you're not really inclined to use Tusk Mammoth, you're better off using your time getting better at a blade that is already well known for being competent. Alright, so that's the Xstreme Battle Set. You get the must-have stadium and 5 useful parts to get you started. If you only care about having one usable Beyblade that can be considered good, then the best combo you can make from this set is Dagger Dran with the 360 Ratchet and Rush Bit. Next, what you're gonna need is the tournament grade launcher. Unfortunately, the biggest money inflator for Hasbro's Beyblade X are the launchers. A launcher is gonna run you $10, bringing our total as of right now to $70. While the idea of upgrading launchers sounds boring when you'd rather spend that money on another Beyblade, getting a proper launcher is going to be one of the first things you have to do if you want to have a decent chance in battle. With our last $30, we can get ourselves a dual pack, which is about $20 for 2 Beyblades, and a booster pack, which is about $10 for 1 Beyblade. When it comes to dual packs, there are a few worth getting to make the most out of your money. Now, the dual pack I actually recommend may be a bit of a surprise, since there are actually better dual packs out there. However, if you only have $100 to spend, and the end goal is to have a decent 3 Beyblade deck with no repeating parts, then you should get the Chain Incendio and Arrow Wizard dual pack. Now, while this isn't the best dual pack out there, it is still pretty good, and for our $100 budget, it is great. First things first is the Chain Incendio blade, which is a balanced blade that has good stamina and attack capabilities. Its 5 chain-shaped blades allows it to knock around opponents, allowing Chain Incendio to win via spin finish or knockout. Another blade we get is Arrow Wizard. While it does have some great stamina, it actually does better as a defense type. Arrow Wizard can get knocked around and lose a lot of stamina, but it has high burst resistance, allowing it to tank those heavy hits and not burst. As a result, it's better off being used as a defense type blade sometimes. Then we have the 560 Ratchet, which is one of the best ratchets in the game, giving the blade that uses it better stamina and defense. This ratchet will complete our deck's ratchet pool, allowing us to have all Beyblades in our deck have a 60 height ratchet. We do get another 460 ratchet, but that isn't really important to us right now since we already got one earlier. As for the bits, we do get High Taper, which is like Taper, but sacrifices a little stamina for more aggression when compared to the original Taper. And finally, we get the Needle Bit, which is a defense type bit with some solid stamina to boot. While the Needle Bit can cause a Beyblade to get off balance, it does allow the Beyblade to tank hits better. So out of this dual pack, we get 5 useful parts to use in our deck. But when it comes to actual good parts, we get 3, that being the Chain Incendio blade, the 560 ratchet, and Needle Bit. Now with our last $10, we can get a booster pack. There are a few that come to mind. If we only have Wave 1 to work with, then we can choose from either the Kill Shark 360 Low Flat Booster, which will give us the Kill Shark Blade and Low Flat Bit, which are both amazing attack type parts, or we can get the Talon Ptera 380 Ball Booster Pack, which will give us a decent attack type blade in Talon Ptera, and the Ball Bit, which is arguably the best stamina bit in the game. If we buy the Kill Shark Booster Pack, then an example of one of the decks that we can come up with is Kill Shark 460 Low Flat or Taper as our main heavy attacker, Dagger Dran 360 Rush as our secondary attack Beyblade, and Chain Incendio 560 Needle for our stationary Beyblade with a mix of stamina and defense. If we buy the Talon Ptera Booster Pack, then an example of one of the decks we can build is Talon Ptera 360 Taper, and Dagger Dran 460 Rush as our attackers, and Chain Incendio 560 Ball as our tanky stamina Beyblade. We can also make a defensive Arrow Wizard combo with the Needle Bit and any of the 60 height ratchets from the Beyblade it replaces. Now if we have access to Wave 2, then that expands our horizons. Getting the Roar Tyranno, Scythe Incendio, or Sting Unicorn Booster Pack allows us to be more flexible in our choices for the dual pack. The Roar Tyranno Booster will not only give us the 960 Ratchet, which is one of the best ratchets in the game, but also the Roar Tyranno Blade, which is good for attack and stamina combinations, and the Gear Flat Bit, which is the fastest bit in the game. The Sting Unicorn Booster will give us the 560 Ratchet and the Sting Unicorn Blade, which is great in stamina and attack combos. And the Scythe Incendio Booster will give us the Scythe Incendio Blade and Ball Bit, which is a combo right out of the box that is great, even with an 80 height ratchet, so needing to have a starter level deck with just 60 height ratchets is no longer needed. If we get one of those booster packs, then when it comes to the dual packs, from our possible choices, we can also choose from the Tail Viper Sword Drawn Dual Pack, which will give us the Orb Bit, which is one of the best stamina bits in the game, and Sword Drawn 360 Flat, which is a great attack type Beyblade straight out of the box. Or we can get the Bite Croc and Sting Unicorn Dual Pack, which will give us Bite Croc 360 Low Flat, which is essentially another version of Kill Shark, which means it's a great attack type Beyblade, and we also get the Sting Unicorn Blade as well as the Point Bit, which is the best balance type bit in the game that gives a Beyblade a combination of solid stamina and aggressive attack capabilities. Though if you do get the Sting Unicorn Booster, You may want to pass on the Bite Croc dual pack if you don't want to have 2 Sting Unicorns so early on in your arsenal, unless you really like it, of course. As you can see, the combination of 1 Xstreme Battle Set, 1 launcher, 1 dual pack, and 1 booster pack to fill our $100 budget can give us a lot of different viable decks to build. While I could go on for hours talking about every different type of deck that you can make with our $100 budget, at the end of the day, the most important thing is for you, the blader, to see what you like from what I have shown you and build upon that. There are also some other combinations of products to get to fit our $100 budget. Instead of a dual pack and a booster pack, we can get 3 booster packs. If going for the 3 booster pack route, 2 that I recommend getting are the Killshark 360 low flat and Scythe Incendio 380 ball booster packs, because they are Beyblades that are great right out of the box, meaning you already have 2 out of 3 Beyblades in your deck covered. Same goes for if you want to go the route that gets you the Xstreme Battle Set and Soar Phoenix set. With your last $10 to $20, I recommend getting the Killshark and or Scythe Incendio booster packs. Overall, $100 can get you quite a bit in Hasbro's Beyblade X. And if you want to get the best of the best combos, it doesn't really take that much more to spend. That being said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much you spend or how optimal of a combo you are using. The most important thing about a blader is blading, so go out and blade with what you got. If you like this video, hit the like button, or don't. I'm not the boss of you, but be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get updated whenever I upload. Until next time, see ya!